Disappointed but not surprised. Disappointed but not surprised. Disappointed but not surprised.
Hey guys, welcome back to another week of The Fuckery. We're your disappointed but not surprised co-hosts. I'm Alex.
I'm Addie.
And we took a little break for a while, but we're
like
back.
A month off.
Yeah. Just to enjoy the summer.
It's the beginning of September. Today's September 1st, right?
Yeah.
Today's September 1st. And I even said, like, let's crack back down in September again. We're on Long Island. Our summers are very short.
To say the least.
And this one's been fucking short, man. Like,
yeah.
I feel like we literally didn't do too much.
No, that's because it's been raining all the time.
It's been pouring out. Even like last week or 2 weeks ago. When did we go to Arumba? Last week.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. I said to Alex, I said, let's, have a date out in the Hamptons. We'll go out there. We can go to the beach and we can leave right early from work and just have a beautiful night on the beach and watch the sunset. Fucking
like
was overcast. Like lesbians. And of course it was overcast and raining.
Why wouldn't it be?
So we sat on the fucking deck at a restaurant in Chewbacca mask scaring everybody.
That was really funny though.
Actually, I adored that night.
That was a fun night.
People were getting pissed.
Who doesn't love Chewbacca though?
Dude, they're Chewbacca masks that made noise, and anybody that was coming up off the dock, like all these like waspy Hamptons girls were coming up off the dock, and Alex and I are like little fucking curmudgeons in our Chewbacca masks, and anytime they would pass, we'd open our mouths and they'd be like, "Wah!" And then they would just glare at us.
What the hell? Like, sorry.
So like we needed a little bit of a break. So now we're back and we are back in action.
Yeah, and we said we're going to crack down now. We're going to really put our all into this.
Yeah.
We've been manifesting good things.
We've been really manifesting good things lately.
I feel like things are kind of like just falling into place though.
I said that recently. I said that like everything that I've kind of wanted this year, like my debts are paid. My job has been really good. My income has been fucking great. I met somebody that is just like checks so many boxes off my list of needs, wants, energy, stuff like that. Like, it's just everything's just kind of falling into place right now.
Yeah.
So now if anybody wants to sponsor us, two fucking bimbos. SOS.
Seriously. No, but even me, I feel like I've been getting rid of like so much toxicity
You
in my
got rid
life.
of a lot of toxicity that we'll talk about at a later episode.
And I just feel so much better. Like I'm also not drinking for 45 days.
Yeah.
Like I told you, like I'm doing like a full body detox. Like I'm not eating out. I'm not eating anything like fried. Not that I eat much of it, but like just in general. Like
Right.
if people ask me to go out, no, because I'm trying to save money and I'm trying to just
Not
like
drink.
detox my body and not drink. So I'm gonna do it for 45 days and people are like, oh come on, it's Labor Day weekend and this and that, and it's like, no, like I'm really like setting a goal for myself and I'm gonna try to do it because I feel like I was using alcohol to like mask a lot of things and emotions that I had going on that I didn't necessarily address in the correct way.
Yeah.
So now it's only been 9 days, but
I'm so proud of you.
thanks. But I feel like fucking great, honestly.
Yeah.
Like my mental fog is gone. Like I feel like I have more clarity. I'm not tired all the time. I just feel like happier in general. I don't have anxiety, the hangxiety that you get the next day after drinking.
People get really bad anxiety the day after drinking.
And I never used to, but I feel like that's when I was drinking for fun. Now
you're
I was
drinking to cover
drinking
shit
to
up.
like deal with shit and fill a void that I have, and like that doesn't work out well for anybody. It doesn't work out well for me in general. It doesn't work out for my relationships. Like it's just not good. So anyway, yeah, so I'm trying that. So hopefully I make it the 45 days. I think I will.
You're gonna be with me. Alex and I have plans the next 3 weekends. We're actually going out all night in Brooklyn this Saturday.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
We're just going to let loose and dance.
Oh, we're just going to tickle everybody on the dance floor. And,
Yep.
and you're with me, so it's not, for anybody that doesn't know, I'm going to have 10 years sober in March. So, like, I don't do anything.
Right.
I don't drink. I don't smoke weed. I don't do drugs. I barely take a fucking Advil, like, unless it's, like, dire need.
Yeah.
So, and then, like, we have another concert the following week, and then we have a wedding the following week. So there's, like, big events that everybody gets fucking trashed at.
Right.
But you're going to
But I'm not going to feel pressured because I'm with
No.
you. So it's like, it's better.
I was just saying to Alex, I said, I feel like I feel like you, when you're drinking, like you miss out on so much of life. And I'm not knocking anybody that does drink. I don't drink because it was killing me. It actually, like, I was dying. Like,
Yeah.
literally fucking dying.
Yeah.
And if I wasn't a straight up fucking crack addict, junkie, fucking alcoholic, I would still be boozing on weekends for the fun. But like, and again, I'm not knocking anybody that does it, but I have such a clarity about booze that I just don't find it fun at all.
Yeah.
Like, you look at the people doing it and it's like, what is really the point?
Yeah. And it's like, I barely like remember half the night sometimes. And
Right.
it's like, I don't know. It's like, and I've gone out multiple times without drinking when
Right.
I got in trouble for it like 10 years ago and like
Right.
all that stuff. So I know I can have a good time without it. And like we were saying the other day, like some people need it to like have a personality or like bring out
Yeah.
their talkative side. Like, fuck no. Like
We're fine.
fine. Like we are who we are,
We're
alcohol
fine.
or not. Like I could talk to a wall drinking or not. So yeah. But
we
anyway,
do not need personality. Well, maybe we do need personality help, but not in that way.
not in that way. No. No. So yeah, I think I'll be fine. I think I'm gonna make it.
I think this is huge. Have you gone 45 days before without booze?
Not since I was probably 16.
That's
or
crazy.
17. I think the most I've gone was maybe 2 weeks.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You're going to do it and you're going to be absolutely fine and you're going to feel so much better.
Yeah.
Literally, there's no point in it. What is the point?
There's really not. And it's like, I wish I could just go out and get a nice buzz on. But I'm the type of person that I'm like, once I get going, it's like balls to the wall. And it's like, oh, I feel really good. So I'm going to have another one. And then I'm going to have another one. And then I'm going to have another one. And then I'm getting carried into the car.
Well, Al, we went shuffleboarding the other night, which was like supposed to be like a nice Sunday activity.
Like a leisurely Sunday. Not when I roll through.
I had to carry Alex in the car and you're like, I'm fine. And I'm like, bro, you're about to tip over into that fucking bridge. Like, I'm making sure you don't fall into the fucking water. And then your legs are like twisted. You're teapotting out of the fucking shuffleboard.
I know, shuffleboard. I was going through a really hard time.
You were going through something bad. And then my coworker who I adore came with us and met Alex for the first time. And then the
Sorry.
next day... Sorry, Vic. The next day she goes, that was a Sunday night. What is wrong with you people? We're like, welcome to the gang.
Yeah. Welcome to the shit show.
Welcome to the shit show. Disappointed but not surprised. Welcome to another week of fuckery.
Literally. Alex drunk at the shuffleboard place.
It just
No,
hit
but
you
like that was
fast.
just another example of like drinking to like
Cover shit up.
cover things up because I don't want to think about it.
Right.
And like the alcohol really like helps me to not think about things. But then the next day I start thinking about it 10 times
and your
worse,
anxiety's full force because you were drinking about it, and then you don't remember what happened because you teapotted out a shuffleboard.
and then I'm like depressed.
Yeah.
So it's just, I don't know, it just felt so much better. And like, I just feel like there's a thing on Instagram how it's like the alcohol just like lowers your vibrations
It
so
does.
much.
It really does.
And like, I'm trying not to be like that. So I just want everything to be like positive, and I'm
Yeah.
just being like super positive about everything. And I'm just trying to like set boundaries with people and like just get rid of everything toxic in my life.
I think that's huge.
Yeah.
What did I send you the other day? I sent you, as you heal, it was like some Instagram shit that I sent her. I said, as you heal, your attractions change too. Toxicity stops looking like excitement and peace stops feeling like boredom.
Yeah, and it's so true.
And I think that is like so true. And I think that once you find centered peace within yourself, it just like heals so much, and it heals all your relationships around you.
Yeah, absolutely. And
So.
I feel like after the 45 days, if I can make it, which I don't think I won't
You're
make
going
it.
to, because you're going to be with me the whole time.
Yeah, but I think I would just do it. I have White Claws in my refrigerator since last Friday, and like I have absolutely zero interest.
Oh, see,
in
I would
even-
get rid of those just because they'd be like staring at my face.
I have zero interest in it, like zero.
Well, I was even talking last night to somebody, and I was telling him that you were doing it, and I was like, the only thing that you could do is just like one day at a time. Be
Right.
like, and I even said that to you, and I was
Yeah.
like, just do it for today.
Right.
And then like tomorrow happens. Like, all right, I'm going to do it again for today. And then
Right.
tomorrow happens. And like, all right, I'm going to do it again for today. So, and like, that's like how you work through each day at a time. Because when you think about the big picture and you're thinking about like, oh my God, I have a wedding coming up and I have, all these parties coming up and all these raves coming up and these
Right.
fucking warehouse things or whatever. And then you're like, how am I not going to drink for this? And then
Right.
that's when people start getting a little bit panicky about it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just don't even find it like necessary
Well,
anymore.
I'm just hoping that after the 45 days, I'll just be like,
That
this
was
is
fun.
so much better,
So
and
much
like I'm
better.
just gonna keep it going.
I'm like such a reinforcer of like not boozing. Like again, anybody could fucking do whatever they want. I'm not a judgy person. If you're teapotting out of a car, out of a fucking shuffleboard place, I'm gonna carry your ass out and like support you either way.
Yeah.
But like I just think that it's so much more fun in life without booze. And I almost feel like sad. Like I this one guy I was hanging out with like a year ago, and we
Yeah.
went on a first date like 3 years ago.
Right.
And I remember being at the first date with this guy, and he was like, I just like live for the weekends. Like, I just love getting wasted, and I don't see anything like more fun than just getting like wasted on the weekends. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, how fucking sad for you.
Yeah, like you don't have anything else going on in your life.
And then like,
I mean, not that I do, but
but I don't know. Like, I just felt like, and I was like, well, this will never work. And then I started hanging out with again like 2 years later, and it was fucking terrible.
but things like kind of never changed. Like he
never
always was
changed.
about the drinking.
Yeah. Like, he's like, I just like live for the weekends when I can get like trashed. And then
And
I'm
like,
like,
football Sundays with the boys.
yeah, like getting wasted. And I'm like, this is like literally my worst nightmare. And like, I
Yeah.
live for like the summers in Fire Island where it's like I'm just drunk the whole time. And I'm like, that sounds so not fun. But then, like, I don't know, like, and then I guess they just don't think outside the box. Like, when we do things, we go to, like, museums, we'll go hiking, we'll go to, like, events,
Right.
we'll go to, and we still, let me tell you something, Alex and I are going out Saturday night, and we're going to a fucking warehouse party, and we probably won't come home from dancing until, like, 4 o'clock in the fucking morning.
Yeah, I highly doubt any earlier
And
than
that's
that.
after I go to Riverhead Raceway to watch the racetracks, after fucking work all day. Like, it's just like, my life doesn't stop. And it's so much more fun without the booze.
Right. And the alcohol makes me so tired. Like I could fall asleep standing up when I fucking drink.
Yep.
And it's like I don't feel like that now. And I've been sleeping better, and I don't know. It's just working. So if anybody else wants to join me on this, let me know.
Yeah, DM us.
And we can like support each other, like hold each other accountable. Like
Yep.
I told some people like in my life, like, yeah, if you want to do it with me, like we could just hold each other accountable. Like, hey, really feel like having a couple beers with the guys tonight. Like, no, don't do it. Or, think about, because I don't like, like I said, I only have 9 days, but like, I feel like I've accumulated the 9 days. If I were to like have a White Claw in the fridge, like I'm like, no, now I got to start over because I just
Yup.
cheated. And like I don't like I have a thing where like I hate cheating, and like I wouldn't be like I'd have to start over, and it's like no.
Well, that's even like the thing with you count your days in AA. And like, obviously, I never want to ever drink again because if I do, I'm going to be dead within a week. Let's face it. I'll have
Yeah,
a fucking
God
needle in
forbid.
my arm. I'll be out smoking crack with fucking,
Yeah.
it's really fucked up. But like, you know, people are like, well, why don't you just try and have a drink? And I'm like, first of all, I hate people that say that. I want to punch them in their
That's
fucking
annoying.
dick. It's so
That's
fucking
really
annoying. Right?
Like,
But
if I could, I would.
right.
If I, you know.
But
you
even
wanted
if
to.
like, but then I'm like, why would I even waste all that sobriety time? Like, I'm going to have 10 fucking years without a thing.
Yeah.
Why would I waste all that time and start from ground one for a fucking Corona?
Exactly. And like, for what?
For what? For 100 calories of fucking wasted toxic shit.
The thing is, it's like if you were sitting in your house every night because you couldn't do anything because you felt like you wanted to drink, that's a different story. You live your life regardless.
Oh my God, my life is so fucking busy and I do so much shit.
Take care of me. You
I take care of
everybody else.
I'm always the D-Day.
Yeah.
We always go out. I'm with you guys. You're all fucking wasted. I'm having the best time. I'm dancing in the fucking cages. Dude, I went to fucking Gossip the other night, this titty bar with my two friends. I was the one that got the most lap dances. I had so many fucking tits in my face that night.
Yep.
I am raging. I am dancing. They're blasting fucking Kid Rock like, ball with a ball. I'm up. I'm like grinding with the fucking
Oh my
strippers,
God.
spanking them. And everybody's like, dude, you're fucking sober doing this the entire time.
I know, but that's the people that can't have a fucking personality
Yep.
or fun without having a few drinks.
and then they're like, we need to go home. And I was like, no, I need one more lap dance.
fuck you. And we're going there in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we're going
I
to
can't
Gossip in 2
wait.
weeks. Alex and I are just going to start hitting up the strip clubs like nonstop.
We used to all the time.
Dude, we used to go all the time. And
with our like old coworkers. But then the other time we went just me and you.
we went just us two, and then you yelled at a guy because you were like losing in Candy Crush or something. Do you remember that?
Yeah, because he kept annoying me to buy me a drink, and I'm like, "Can you see I'm playing Candy Crush?"
You're like, I'm gonna lose my spot. Fuck you.
I was on like fucking level like 5,000 something. I was like taking that game very seriously.
we were pretty serious about Candy Crush.
I was.
So anybody that wants to join Alex on her little adventure, I'm so proud of you for
Thank
doing this,
you.
by the way. Like, I think you needed a huge cleanse.
I did like, and not just alcohol, like just people, places, things. Like,
it's always good to have a nice restart. And we did like manifestation boards and stuff like that a while ago, and we're going to fix them because I'm all about like putting what you put out into the universe. You do get. You say
Exactly.
it. You fucking say it and you get it.
and if I'm sitting here on my couch, depressed, hungover, wishing that I was dead,
What are you
I'm
doing for
not
your
really
life?
getting anything positive out of that.
No.
So like, you know,
Nothing.
Yeah.
Fucking nothing comes out of being hungover.
yeah.
When you can be up, you can be out, you can be at the beach, you can be getting some sun, you could be gardening, you could be going for a walk, you can be going for a bike ride. Like, I just
Even
think there's,
like just putting my like responsibilities aside. Like, if I bought a steam cleaner mop thing, it's been sitting in a box for like a month and a half because I'm just like, I'll do it another day. I've been so like, oh, and it's just not from drinking. It's just in general. But I think that was a big part of what was keeping me so stagnant.
Yeah.
And now that I'm getting rid of it, it's like I feel like my horizons are gonna kind of
it's
open
almost
up.
like when we did the combo and we felt like
Yeah.
we were like really clear afterwards.
Yeah, and I
'Cause it was
didn't-
that toxic shit coming out of us.
And I didn't drink for like the 2 weeks after I did the combo. That was like the 2 week break that I
yeah,
had.
you felt really good.
I felt great. And then I kind of like went back to it and I was like the drinking and I was just like, oh, I kind of like had just detoxed my whole body and now I'm poisoning it again. But I think it was like Super Bowl or something. So it was
fucking
like,
happens.
yeah, whatever.
So in 45 days, we'll see if Alex is drinking again.
Yeah.
September, October
October 7th.
October
No-
7th.
Yeah. Not that I'm counting down or anything. No. No, but I just wanted to know from like my reference, like what the date was.
So it's basically just all of September, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
September, you don't fucking do anything anyway. It's not like there's
Well, I
like
have 3
ragers.
weddings. That's really where I'm like, you know,
And then we're going to the strip club after the wedding that we're
yeah.
going to.
And we're going to like
Lap dances.
the concert, 2
Yeah.
warehouse parties.
Yeah, but like again, you're with me, so you'll be
Right.
fine.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll just get lap dances and like spank strippers and move on with our lives
Yeah.
and like not dance and like not get drunk there. But
Yeah.
we fucking dance anyway. We're like little trolls at the club.
Exactly. I'm honestly not worried about it. It's not like I'm like physically like oh I'm getting the shakes or like you
Yeah.
know like it's just like I enjoy kicking them back and letting loose, but then the next day I don't enjoy the way I feel.
And then the teapotting starts.
yeah.
For anybody that doesn't know what teapotting is, it's when you're so fucked up that you can't even walk straight and your back's crooked and you look like you're doing like
The little
the Thriller.
teapot.
Like you look like you're Thriller dancing out of the club.
Listen, I've had a back injury, okay? Yeah, so I like, you know, if anybody wants to join me on this, DM me. Like I said, we'll hold our
DM our podcast account.
yeah.
Disappointed but not surprised on Instagram. You little micro wieners out there, we get it. You want to show off your fucking tiny dick, and we support this, and we love you. But stop fucking calling us FaceTime on Instagram.
Dude, we're working.
We're working. We don't want to see your live fucking micro dick. Send your little pictures. Send and like for anybody that doesn't know, we've said this on episodes. We are very fucking popular in the micro wiener community. We must get.
We're the ambassadors.
We are the ambassadors. We must get 5 micro wiener photos a day.
Yeah.
From different people.
Yep.
They all love to show off their tiny little pecker. Seaborn's the worst. Seaborn is the fucking.
Seaborn started it off. Though.
Seaborn started
so
it
we
off.
gotta give him props.
Yeah, so thanks, Seaborn. He sent us one the other day. Oh my God, this was really fucking funny. So I'm in my office and I open up Seaborn's Instagram of like a shower video that he sent us. And my GM of work goes by and he hears the video and he's like, "Are you watching somebody shower?" I go, "It's fucking Seaborn." He goes, "Oh, okay." He goes, he sent me a fucking shower video. He was like, "Do you want to see it?" He goes, "No." It's so weird. It looks like a little shriveled up raisin anteater fucking head. But it's like a baby anteater that just came out of the womb.
But that
wombs?
is like
It's wombs.
womb.
Do anteaters have wombs? Are they mammals?
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. But at the same time, if you shrank it by like 500 times, it would be the baby anteater.
It's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Literally.
That wiener.
Literally.
But like a baby anteater that was shrunk 100 times that is on our Instagram feed 24/7 being pinched. He can't even jerk his dick off. He pinches it.
yeah, it looks
It's a
like,
pinch.
He looks like he's playing the world's smallest violin.
It's really terrible.
yeah.
It's terrible.
But like that's so funny because like if I ever opened that at my job, like people would like fall on the floor in shock. Like my coworkers had to Venmo me the other day and I was freaking the fuck out trying to figure
our
out
Venmo's like the worst.
It's
It's like
so
butt
bad.
plugs, anal beads,
yeah.
feet photos.
You were like loincloth. I'm like, I don't need my coworkers knowing I got a loincloth. No, so it was like freaking out trying to put it to private and I finally figured out how to do it because I'm a boomer.
yeah.
But I was like, oh my God, imagine.
No, my coworkers don't care. They're all like very invested in my podcast and they listen to it all the time and then they like are very invested in you, Alex, if you didn't know this.
I love that. I love that for me.
Hey, Hank. So, but guys, actually, I have a work update. Speaking of my fucking job, man, dude, my job is so weird. So there was this guy that worked in the BDC department, which is business development, and he was like
That's what it stands for.
business development center.
Never knew
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Business
Worked there
development
for
center.
years.
Yeah, Dan Leeds worked in there.
Yeah, but I never knew what it meant.
Yeah, business development center. So basically, like they make phone calls to people. And this guy, let's call him Jeff, because I don't want to give his legal name on it because it's a distinct name. So Jeff was always fucking high as fuck. Like high, like really high, like pilled out. I stayed away from him all the time because like I just don't want to be fucking involved in this shit.
Yeah.
So he ended up like getting fired because he was creeping out all the girls in the BDC department. They felt very uncomfortable. He was nodding out at his desk all the time. Like, I don't know if it was like he was shooting. I don't know if he was shooting because he wasn't like that, but I think it was like Vicodins, Percocet, something like that, or OxyContin or whatever it was. And then one day, apparently he was staring at the fucking wall for like an hour, but with his eyes open, just like staring. And they're like, dude,
That
what
would have
drug?
freaked me out.
Yeah, but they're like, what drug makes you do that? Was it like
Mushrooms?
shrooms?
Yeah.
Nobody fucking understood what he was on. So they're like, we wonder if it's fucking shrooms. So anyway, moral of the story is they ended up firing this guy. So they fire him. And then I see him out my fucking window because my window goes into the service department drive of my office. And I see him walking in with a fucking pizza box and a soda. And so I call the manager. I'm like, bro, fucking Jeff is back. And he's like, why is he back? So, and I call the guy that fired him. So my fucking manager gets in his car, drives around the lot 17 times because he's like, I don't trust this guy. I'm not getting shot. Meanwhile, Jeff's outside of my fucking office. So I'm front line for fucking getting shot. Yeah. So then the guy, Sean, the guy that I work with, he's in my office with me and we're watching this guy come in with a fucking pizza box and a soda. And he ends up like going upstairs and eating. And we're like, what the fuck? Like, bro, you just got fired and now you come back here with food. So we don't know if he didn't realize that he actually got fired or not. But like he came back and he was just sitting there eating. And let me tell you, that is the second guy that's done this.
Wait,
So
I was going to say, I feel like that happened another time.
there was this guy, John, that did it back in December and he got fired. And then 2 days later, he came in and was walking around with a fucking bag of White Castle and sat and ate his fucking White Castle in the lunchroom at our job, which is basically an office, emptied out his desk, stole a fucking computer. Henry at my job goes in his car, steals the fucking computer back. We call my boss to come in. My boss fucking curbs a car, blocks him out. Like it was a whole fucking crazy thing. And then like 2 days later, he shows us a video of him shooting a fucking AK in his basement. So one of the guys that's an ex-cop at our job sends that fucking video to the fucking
FBI.
Not the FBI, the why am I drawing a blank? The Federal Arms of Food and what the fuck? Sends the fucking one of the cop at our job sends the video to fucking ATF.
Oh, okay.
And on that video, because like on iPhones, if you have your location turned on, it can track to the exact location of where you took that video. So it was this fucking house in Huntington. So he sent that video to fucking ATF of this fucking automatic weapon, which is illegal. So that motherfucker got like, bye.
See ya. He's upstate.
Yeah. So I think it didn't turn out to be a real automatic weapon. It wasn't like, the whole thing was weird. And he was wearing this like really tight leather jacket that looked like his wife's in the video. And everybody was more concerned about the tight leather jacket than they were about the fucking gun. But we're like, dude, like what goes on? So anyway, this guy, that was another guy that did it in January. That was a lot of story right there. So I hope you're all following along. So this guy, Jeff, comes back with a fucking pizza box and then he goes into the bathroom and my office is right outside the bathroom. So the dude, Sean, that I work with and I are like sitting in my office. Well, the manager's driving around the lot, has me on cell phone telling me to let him know when fucking Jeff gets out of the fucking bathroom. He goes, I've done 15 loops already. I'm going to do a few more.
I would have killed him.
He goes, I'm not getting shot for this place. I'm like, so I'm front
So you
line?
have to?
Yeah. So then we kick him out. We're like, Jeff, you got to go. You got fired, bro. Like, this isn't your job anymore. You need to leave. And the guy's like, oh, okay. And then it took him like 15 minutes to say goodbye to everybody. And we're like, what is he doing in the bathroom for this long? So I don't know if he nodded out, he was taking pills or whatever.
Yeah.
But like when people are that fucking like high and funky, you don't really know. So then this happens maybe 2 weeks ago. This past week, he comes back and I'm like, I called him up and I'm like, yo, Jeff is fucking back. And he's in the hallways. He goes in my boss's office and he leaves a note on my boss's desk. And he goes, love you, Jeff.
Okay. So is he
Schizophrenic.
okay.
He goes in the closet. He's lingering in the closet and we have video cameras and I'm like, dude, Jeff is fucking back. And then I was like, and then I said to my boss, I was like, bro, I said, get this fucking guy. I said, he was in your office. I don't know what the fuck he did. So then my boss goes and checks his office and signs the note. Meanwhile, right before the day before Jeff got fired originally, he goes and he hands my boss a Slurpee and goes in his office. And my boss is like, no, thanks, I don't want it. He goes, okay. And he leaves and then comes back and puts it back on his desk. And he goes, no, I really want you to have that.
Yeah,
my boss
there's
is like, I don't
antifreeze
want
in it.
Yeah. And then he's like, no, please take it. And my boss threw it out immediately. He's like, what the fuck? And I think he realized like what is wrong with this
Like,
guy.
yeah, there's something like not right.
Right, because we were saying stuff to him like, dude. So then that happens. He leaves the note and he leaves. So then my boss ends up calling him back in and he's like, what the fuck is going on? But he's got like 5 people around him, or he comes back in the next day or something like that. I don't really know. Turns out he is schizophrenic. He thinks my boss, because his sister called.
Oh.
And that's how we found this out. He thinks my boss is his dad.
Oh, shit.
And that's why he wrote Love You, Jeff. And like is in therapy saying how much he misses his dad, who's my fucking boss, who's not his fucking dad.
That is weird.
But then he goes in his car after they're like, dude, you cannot come back here, like at all. And he brings out a white bag. And everybody's like, what the fuck? We're all going to get fucking shot. Like, this is the type of person, and I'm not knocking mental disorders or anything like that, but it's very, very creepy where you don't know what his next move is. And he's not leaving the dealership alone, even though he's been fucking fired for a couple of weeks. And he's come back like 4 times and is lingering in the hallway, lingering in the bathroom, bringing fucking pizza to sit and fucking eat his lunch. And like, he's very mentally unstable where it's very unsettling where you don't know if he's just going to pop off.
Yeah.
That's the fucking scary part, is that you don't know what is going to happen.
Well, they're very out of touch with reality when they're off
Right.
their meds, because I know somebody that's schizophrenic, and when he's either not taking his meds or whatever the case is, it's like you do not know, like, you know, he thinks he's running from the government, or like aliens are here, or he has to like do all these things, or they're going to kill him. And it's like, it's really like unnerving.
It's
and
fucked
it's
up.
sad. It's really fucking sad, but it's like also scary.
It's very scary because, again, like when he walked in with that bag, that white bag, and I don't know what was in the bag, I kind of like hang low and I stay in my office when he comes around, even though like I'm fucking, literally I'm like front line, because I'm right by the service department. But I've never had words with him, so I could pop under my desk and I'd be fine if anything went off. And not to mention, we have guys that are ex-cops who's you know, strapped, who's ex-Marine there. I mean, I have a group of guys that would protect me through thick and thin. Of course, but when somebody comes in with a fucking gun and just starts randomly shooting,
you're kind of like,
you don't know. I mean,
you might not have even a chance
you don't
for
have
somebody
a fucking
to protect
chance.
you.
Yeah, it's fucked up. So I don't know if we got rid of him for good, but like this is like the second guy that's done this recently that like got fired, came back, ate lunch, and that like for the first guy was sending videos of his fucking automatic weapon in some weird leather jacket, and then this guy's leaving love notes for my boss.
Oh my God.
It's very, very, very strange. So basically this is just another day at my job.
What else is new? Remember when we worked together and I forget who it was, got fired, but he had already ordered lunch and it was being delivered. So we just like waited for his lunch to come, ate it, and then like left. It's like, if I ever got fired from a job, I'd be so mortified. I'd like book it out of there.
Yeah, but it depends on how much you spent for lunch and what the lunch is.
Okay.
I don't know. No.
Fuck no. I wouldn't sit there and wait for the lunch.
I think it depends on what the lunch is.
Maybe I would sit in my car and be like, can you bring it out to me? I wouldn't sit there.
One of my good friends actually got fired from our job, and he forgot that he made really good chicken and he left it in the fucking fridge. And so he like got halfway home and he went back and he fucking got his chicken from the fridge.
Are you kidding
and he
me?
ate it at work and heated it up there and then he left. Like, what's with these car business fucking dudes?
Because
like,
they
back
don't
for
have
their lunch?
any shame.
None.
Like, I would have let that chicken rot. I'm sorry. I don't care how good
I don't
it
care
is.
how good it is. That chicken and that Tupperware would have been sitting in that fucking fridge. Like,
Yep.
I'll just make new chicken. It's not that big of a deal.
Exactly. Like, no, I'm not showing my face anywhere where I got fired ever again.
No. But now we're like kind of a little uneasy with this whole thing going on. Like we have cameras everywhere, but like you never know when this dude's gonna come back.
Yeah.
So.
Well, hopefully, like obviously, if his sister called, then the
called.
family's involved, and hopefully they're gonna get him like
Help.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's back on his meds. But like the love you note and the Slurpee was fucking weird.
That's creepy.
Weird. And then the lingering in the bathroom and like just bringing pizza boxes back.
He could have just been like talking to himself in the bathroom. Like, who the hell knows?
But he's getting really fucked up too. So that's
Is he 100% or is it like the meds?
He's high.
Oh, okay.
I know a fucking junkie when I see a junkie.
Yeah.
Like you know a schizophrenic and you know people are like a little weird, but I also know a fucking junkie when I see a junkie.
Yeah.
And he's very fucked up. It's pills. It's some form of opiate that he's fucked up on. And then the staring at the wall might have been shrooms, or that might just been the schizophrenia.
Yeah.
But he's definitely on some form
He
of
could have been
opiate.
seeing a face in the wall, like talking to him. Like, we don't know.
Yeah, you don't know that for like an hour.
Because they hear voices and stuff.
Yeah.
But also, a lot of drug addicts do have mental health things, and they try to self-medicate with drugs. So
we have a lot of people in AA. Like there's this one guy that's in AA with us, Raymond, and he would like share this thing about these two people, and he's like, he's like, you all know these two people? And everybody's like, nobody knows these two people, but you know Raymond's schizophrenic.
Right.
So he goes, and you know what I say about that? And we're like, and he goes, zippity zappity zappity zoo. And we're like, that's a good speech, Raymond. I'm like, that was literally his fucking AA share. And
Wow.
we're like, oh,
were you inspired?
so inspired.
If he spoke to me, I could do the 45 days like without blinking.
And then he comes in with like these paper mache things. He goes, this be George Washington. And we're like, oh, okay.
Oh my God.
But like everybody knows who Raymond is, and we just know he's schizophrenic, but like he self-medicates to make himself feel better. And
Right.
a lot of people in AA do that.
Yeah.
Because they try and like calm the voices that are within them.
I get it. I used to like, because like my mind is always racing. Like, I have to do this for work. I have to do that for work.
Yeah.
I have this bill to pay. I have that bill to pay. I have to do this tomorrow. I have to do that tomorrow. I have to bring the dog to the vet. I have to get my hair done. Like whatever. And then like once I sit down at the end of the night, and if I like have a glass or two of wine, my mind instantly like settles.
Yeah.
So like I get that, but like clearly I don't have like an issue like that. But thank God.
No, you're not schizophrenic that we know of.
Not yet.
Just kidding. Because you're on your way. So guys, that's my work update of the week. There's always going to be a fucking work update of the week.
I would be disappointed if there wasn't.
Dude, between the guy that fucking pisses himself, the fucking skits that like comes and leaves my boss love notes. I mean, it's so fucking crazy there. It's
know.
like so weird. So I mentioned before that I met somebody recently, and I'm not going to talk about this a lot on the show just because I'm going to keep it pretty private for the most part.
Until he does something really like bad, and then we're gonna fucking talk about it.
Because he's like, am I gonna be on the podcast? And I was like, no. He's like, I don't know whether to be like really upset or proud. And I was like, well, you haven't fucked up yet. It's called disappointed but not surprised.
Right.
And I was like, and you haven't disappointed me yet, so you should feel happy. And he's like, okay. I feel like everybody like asks if we're going to be on the podcast.
Everybody asks.
They're
It's like, is this going to be on the podcast? If it's something embarrassing for you, you're going to be on it.
If you can't get your limp dick up, you're on the fucking podcast. So we ended up sleeping together for the first time a few weeks ago, and like I think he was I'm having a mental picture in my head of this. I think he was so nervous at the end. We're both sitting there naked on his couch, that he grabs his guitar and just starts serenading me naked to Tool songs. And like,
But you were definitely turned on by that.
I fucking love Tool.
And you love naked men.
I fucking love naked men. So I'm telling Alex this, and I'm like, dude, he fucking serenaded me for like a half an hour. I was just playing his guitar butt naked while I listened after in between rounds. And like, I was literally like secretly watching him being like, this might be the man of my dreams.
Yeah,
right
see,
now.
you would be like into that. I would be like horrified.
I'm getting serenaded. He's like, do you know like Push It? And I was like, yeah, play that.
By Salt and Pepper? No, I'm kidding. I'm
by
kidding.
Tool.
No, I know.
And then he starts playing like Stinkfist, and then he just keeps going. And in my head, I'm like, I can't wait to fucking tell Alex this.
Oh my God.
I was crying. It was the cutest fucking thing. But like, yeah, if that ever happened to you and some guy just bust out his fucking guitar and started serenading you naked with his
To
wiener
Backstreet
out,
Boys?
to Backstreet Boys.
I'd be fucking horrified.
It was so cute. I was like, this is secretly adorable. And like, my heart is like beating right now. And I told the girls at work the next day, and they're like, you have to put this on the podcast. And I was like, no, I don't want to talk about it on the podcast.
No, this is podcast material, though.
They're like, no, I know you don't want
If
to talk.
nothing else, this is going to be talked about.
I even told my mom.
You did?
I don't
What did
think
she say?
I don't think I told him that she was. I don't know if I said that he was naked the whole time and it was between rounds. But I was like, yeah, he played the guitar for me. She goes, oh, brother, what were you doing the whole time? And I was like, I loved it, Mom.
I'm surprised you didn't burst out laughing.
No, because I love Tool. So it's somebody
Yeah.
fucking playing me music. Like, I think it was just so fucking cool that he, like, knew all of the songs. But I also secretly feel like he knows how much I love the band Tool. So he was, like, practicing.
Yeah, he like memorized all the songs.
He got the fucking, like, all the fucking
Music sheets.
music sheets and was, like, practicing up until our date when we had to, like, go.
At least that's a compliment.
Yeah, no, he like knows how much I like it. He was even at a Vineyards this week, and he was like so fucking amped because it's Merkin Vineyards. It's what the owner of Tool, he owns it or whatever.
Yeah.
Maynard James Keenan. And he's like, I know you don't drink, but like I'm here and I know how much you love them and I want to get you something, but I don't want to contradict your non-drinking. And I was like, just buy me a Chanel and we'll be fine.
Yeah.
But I was like looking at him and I was like, dude, we could literally go someplace with this. I feel like we should start like a webcam business for you.
You should start OnlyFans.
That's what I said to him.
Yeah.
I was like, we should start our OnlyFans and you just like serenade bitches naked to your fucking guitar and we can make some big money that way.
Why not?
Well,
now you can.
Now,
Or
no,
you
you can. So he's got like a really professional job and he's like, dude, I would be launched from my job so fast
Yeah.
if that ever happened.
Yeah.
It's not like a job like I have where like the guys at my job knew that I had an OnlyFans and they were like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
But like if he ever got fucking caught doing that, he would be launched from
Oh,
his
me
fucking
too.
job.
In a
Yeah.
heartbeat.
In a fucking heartbeat.
Even if they probably listen to this, I'd probably get fired.
Yeah. My job all listens to it. They don't give a shit. No, OnlyFans. Well, let's talk about that for a minute.
Okay.
So, yeah. So anybody that doesn't know, fucking only, I'm sure everybody knows this, but I think it's a fucking marketing ploy what they did. So OnlyFans obviously was during quarantine when it kind of fucking took off. It was all the strippers. It was a lot of people that were out of business. Like obviously the strip clubs were shut down and all those people, all those women, and even a lot of people that lost their fucking jobs, these girls would be posting nudes. They would be posting porn.
Yeah.
The strippers made out because they have no shame. They're fucking naked anyway.
Right.
And I'm so like.
And usually you have a following.
And you have a following from your Instagram page. Like there's this girl that works at Gossip, Tony Ann. She's fucking a babe. And so she has an OnlyFans too. And I mean, hers fucking took off during quarantine because she couldn't strip. So she
Right.
was doing at-home strip videos for the fucking goozers sitting in their like little fucking mom's basement jerking off. And like they were like loving it and people are paying a ton of money for it. And then recently it went to that they're not doing fucking porn anymore.
Right. For like a day, they said that.
I think it was like 3 days or 2 days. How the fuck is that gonna succeed?
What are people going to pay to watch then?
Cooking videos?
Yeah, no. Like, That's the thing I never understood about the OnlyFans in general. Like, I get it, why people pay to see these people, but like also you could just watch porn, go on RedTube, go on whatever. I don't know. Why waste your money?
So one of my friends who was actually on our podcast kind of explained it to us too. So say I made an OnlyFans, which I did.
I get that.
But I showed face and I put it out there for the community and I put it under Addie Donahue.
Right.
So now all those people, and I was like promoting this shit. Like I didn't promote it and I fucking posted like butt pictures and foot pictures.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I didn't want it to be known. I didn't want anybody fucking knowing it. But say I did that. So now all these people that I went to fucking high school with, they're going to pay $10 under a fucking surname to see me blast myself with a fucking dildo.
Right. But why do people pay to see like Black China? Like you could just go online and see her naked.
That I don't understand.
That I don't understand. I get it for like me and you because like
Sure,
a lot of people
gonna fucking see us blast ourselves sitting
Yeah.
on a fucking Sibian, riding it. It's the people from our hometown.
Right.
It's the local people that never got a fucking chance. It's the, you know, the people that like the whatever our
Right.
neighbors that want to see
we
the girl next
rejected
door.
them. Yeah.
Shit like that. It's the creepy uncles. It's, you know,
It's the guy behind me.
it's your fucking neighbor. It's those people. And I think that it's a lot of people that are like, what is $10 a month
Yeah, that's true.
to a lot of people? Like a lot of my friends, what's $10 a month to them? What's $20 a month to them to see, you know, their
Right.
friends or their like hot girls that they can't get a chance with blasting themselves. So that's their
Right.
way in. And then they can kind of like specify and say, I want this video, I want that video. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like a lot of my Fight Club friends would be like, here's 30, like here's $30, like show like boobs. And I'm like, all right, whatever. But like they pay for it because they want to see like the girl next door doing it. And like,
Right.
especially with the strippers too, they get their own special, like it's almost like a strip tease. Even in strip clubs, you can't fucking touch them.
Right.
So it's similar to being the same
And
thing.
it's actually cheaper if you think about it. Because
Yeah.
you're throwing like hundreds of dollars at strip clubs and then you're paying.
I spent like $200 at the strip club the other day and I didn't spend a fucking lick on booze.
Oh my God.
On lap dances. I'm telling you, I had so many fucking lap dances that
That's so
night. It's
funny.
not even funny. But I was giving them like $60 when the lap dance was 20. Like I support
Yeah.
bitches working like that.
Right.
I am all for supporting whole life.
Whole life or no life.
Whole life or fucking no life, man.
That's going to be our motto for this winter.
Whole life or no life. And like that's kind of where it is. But then like how do you fucking shut it down? I think it was all a marketing ploy.
Yeah, you're right. It probably was.
I think it was all a fucking marketing ploy. And I think that OnlyFans maybe was losing their customer base. But like, how fucked up is that? Like, I know that there's these girls I follow on Twitter. And one of their moms is an OnlyFans girl too. And one of the moms shared this girl, Harley, _ Harley Hunter. She's a fucking...
I can't see. I'm
Can't see
so
her.
blind.
Alex is fucking blind. You could see this.
Oh, yeah.
She's an OnlyFans bitch.
Okay, well,
So
makes
she's,
sense.
I mean, she's fucking,
Yeah.
she's like all bod, huge tits. She got implants.
You
like
think?
she's really supporting her life. And her mom even posted, and even like she just put on here, $3 for the next 30 subscribers. Who's not going to pay $3 to see her fucking butthole?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's $3 fucking bucks. So any pervy guy is going to go on and pay $3, but then you get 3 people, or like, no, you get 30 people, and that's, you know, you're getting a good
Right.
amount of money, and then they tip and whatever. So, but like somebody like this girl, she was even saying, like, her mom posted that she, you know, started living in like a fucking slum when she was a kid, and now she worked her way up to a penthouse suite just from OnlyFans. And I think that's so fucking cool.
That's going to be us, but with the podcast.
Yeah, but we're not we're not like living in slums.
No.
We're
But
just-
we're also not living in the Hamptons.
We're
in our
not living in the
houses that we
Hamptons
want.
in our matching Hamptons houses. But then like they pull it, but I guess they got so much backlash from everything that they were like, all right, you're allowed porn again.
Well, people were saying like this was a safe space for sex workers.
Yeah.
Blah blah. So I think they kind of like guilted them and
But like it's not like all these women are on that making their dream fucking lives. These girls are making millions of fucking dollars. Millions.
I know, I'm about to cry. We need to like stop talking about this.
Sorry, I'm
It makes
depressing
me like
Alex.
so
I'm
depressed.
so happy for them.
Yeah, good for them.
I think it's fucking fantastic. And then to pull all that out from under them and they go from making millions from the past few years or even hundreds of thousands of dollars.
but also what are they going to do when this is over?
well,
Everything's
yeah.
a fad.
Everything's a
like
fad.
like OnlyFans is eventually going to end. TikTok is eventually going
Right.
to end. Then what?
I don't know.
Then what are you going to do? Did they invest it? Did they save for retirement, or are they out buying Lamborghinis and penthouse suites?
And fucking monkeys like our little friend that is
Yeah.
the dominatrix.
It's like I don't know. I'm always like thinking about the future.
right.
So
Well, hopefully these girls are, but you never know. And especially since OnlyFans is
I don't know.
1099, so half of them didn't save up for the taxes that they
Right.
were going to owe at the end of the year either. But again, it's not our fucking problem. But like, how do you pull that out from them? And then like, then again, I think it was all a marketing ploy to get more fan base with
Probably.
OnlyFans. Because when you say you're going to fucking cut it off and do like what, ASMR or like cooking videos?
right.
What the fuck are you going to get on that? You know you're going to lose millions and billions and billions of dollars.
Right.
Because OnlyFans takes a 20% cut.
Of course. Yeah.
Of every $10, they take $2.
Wow.
They take a 20% cut. So that fucking company is losing all that money. And then not to mention that it's like, I don't know if they're doing it because they're like, you know, they think it's sexist or whatever. Like, fuck no, it's not sexist. These girls are wanting to be on here.
No one's holding a gun to their head
No,
to do
they
it.
want to do this. They're
Right.
posting the fucking videos. They're making their account. It is about women's movement. It is about
Right.
body, like them
I'm sure
supporting their
there
fucking
are
bodies.
some people that are being sex trafficked on there, but it's on everything.
That's on everything.
So
That's on
you know,
fucking Wayfair.
right? So you can't like weed out. You know, it's just
probably
that
99% of these girls know what they're doing and they are
Right.
doing it fantastically. And I fucking am here for it.
yeah.
I love you bitches.
I mean, more power to you. I'm just jealous.
make
not
one
that
and
I
don't
want,
show face.
not that I want to do that at all, but I just want to like make money like that.
Yeah.
Doing something that I'm not like racking my brain every day.
Well,
True.
guys, listen to our podcast. All right, guys, before we close out our episode, so expect some big bangers to come up soon. We're going to have some really good episodes. Alex and I are plotting for a couple of really fun guests to come on. If anybody also wants anything in particular, DM
let us know.
Let us know what you want. Let us know your interests. I know a couple of you have been, you know, saying that we've gotten some DMs saying that you've been missing us for the past couple of episodes. Let us also know what you want to hear. We are open to anything, and we're definitely going to broaden our horizons to not just like the fetishy stuff, but we want to get into like some kind of metaphysical stuff. We want to get into like some, you know, spiritual stuff too. And then we're always going to have Claude on every 10th episode being a complete fucking debauchery of life.
Of course.
I love him so much. But yeah, let us know and follow us on Instagram, Disappointed But Not Surprised. Follow us on Facebook podcast. No, sorry, I'm like losing it. Facebook is Disappointed But Not Surprised Pod. Twitter and TikTok are Podcast DBNS. All right, guys, before we close out, you know what time it is?
Confession Corner. On that note, first confession. I dreamt about having an orgy with the Twilight characters.
I mean, they're kind of fucking hot. Not
No,
really.
I'm sorry. Everything about Twilight is horrible.
See, I think Nikki Reed is beautiful.
No.
You don't think Alex fucking hates Twilight? Alex hates anything hokey, but yet she'll sit on the fucking and watch 90 Day Fiance and
My 600-pound
600-Pound Life. And she's currently on the TV in the background is The Real Housewives.
Yep.
But she like hates anything fucking hokey.
But I love Harry Potter, but I hate Twilight.
Really?
Yeah. But I read all the books when I was a kid. That's why I like loved Harry.
Well, see, I still have to read a Harry Potter book. I still have yet to read one.
That's okay.
And I have it on my bookshelf. I mean, I get the fucking Twilight orgy thing, but like, I don't know. It's not really my thing.
I could think of a better crew.
I could definitely think of a better orgy crew. Alex would be Backstreet Boys.
Hell fucking yeah.
All right, guys, next confession. I'm 24 and I've never orgasmed. I have had about 15 sexual partners so far, but not once have I experienced orgasm. It's so weird to still wonder what it must be like. I don't like masturbating, so I have never really tried it to orgasm by myself. Okay, I am going to fucking step in. Masturbate.
That's what I was going to say. Get a toy.
Guys don't know what they're doing for the most part, especially if you're 24. And if you don't know how you like it, some girls, like, I'm an external orgasmer. Alex is an internal orgasmer. How I know this? Like, Alex can orgasm from just sex. I need toys. I need everything's external. So, like, you know, you have to really realize how you fucking orgasm and play with yourself. If you don't like masturbation, go in the fucking bathtub and take the shower head. Go use a fucking toy. Go to the sex toy shop. I'm sorry, I get really turned on by going to a sex toy shop and getting a fucking new toy for myself. Even if I'm not using it with somebody, I still think it's fucking fun. Sex and orgasms is supposed to be so fun.
Yeah, and when you know what you like, you can communicate to them so that they can get you off. Like, it's just fucking common sense here.
It really is. Like, some people like certain spots. Like, there's different positions that I like that I could do it better. I can't come when I'm going at jackrabbit speed. It just doesn't fucking happen for me. Yeah. I need it like slower. And I need to be very focused and like very calm. I love jackrabbit speed for like getting things heated up, but that's not how I'm going to get off. Where some people get off being fucking pounded and that's how they fucking squirt, right? Yeah. So it's like, you know, but I also think that might be important, but I really think that you should really like figure out what you like for yourself and then communicate it, because if you're just getting pounded out by some fucking loser frat boy, he's not gonna know how to get you off.
No, and like, stop laying in the missionary position like a dead fish. You're not gonna get off like that.
No, I don't know anybody that's gotten off a missionary. Girls.
Yeah, well, I mean, there you have to like they have to like lift your back, like your butt up, so your like pelvis is like up so they can hit the G spot. Otherwise, if you're laying flat, that shit ain't happening.
Shit ain't happening.
No.
Unless your like legs are up, but that's not even missionary, because your legs are up and then you can play with yourself. But in missionary, that's not it. You're laying down and you can't even touch yourself because their fat fucking guts are in the way. I'm like positioning myself right
Me
in front
too.
of Alex.
I'm like practicing. I'm like, I hope I don't have a hole in my leggings.
Alex and I are basically scissoring right now across from each other on the couch. So that is our fucking, that's the advice. Guidance. Yeah, that's the advice. Get a fucking toy, masturbate, and just do it yourself, even though you don't like it. Stop being a fucking douche.
Okay, next one. Do girls really love golden showers?
No.
Is it in just porn, or is this existing in real life too? And why do girls are not much into nasty things? I would love to give and have a rim job. Well, you're not meeting the right girls.
I'm not into golden showers. That would be my worst fucking nightmare.
Yeah, I would not do a golden shower either.
I've had guys pee on me in the shower.
Because they wanted to, or you
wanted them? One of my exes when I was young. I mean, I was young. This is like back in the day. Like, he was like, I was 22. He thought it would be funny to pee on me in the shower all the time.
Like, he thought it'd be funny, or like he was getting turned on by it?
No, he just thought it was funny.
Oh, okay.
Like, we'd be in the shower and he'd be like, oh, I'm peeing on you. And I was like, okay.
Well, these people are like, they think
it's a turn on thing.
Yeah.
Not even Claude likes a golden shower.
I don't know what, like bodily fluids do not turn me on.
No, the shitting.
No, that's disgusting.
The peeing. But then again, that's their type of fetish. So I guess it really depends on this type of person that wants the golden shower. But Alex and I don't like golden showers, and I can guarantee you I do not know one person that actually likes a golden shower. So it's really just in porn, bitches. All right, last confession, guys. I just got a blowjob from a streetwalker and it felt amazing, and I'm worried about catching something. Claude? It felt really
Claude,
good.
stop pranking our confession corner.
It felt really good, and I can't even lie. I'm 20 years old, and that was my first blowjob I've ever experienced in my entire life. I've never had a girlfriend before, been able to find any girl into me. I was a sexually frustrated virgin, and it was really having an impact on my mental health. Today, I decided enough was enough, and I promised myself I was going to get a blowjob, and I did. I saw a streetwalker, hookers that are in the streets, no shit. And I paid her for a blowjob. I didn't use a condom, though. I'm aware that what I did was extremely risky, but I was a sexually frustrated virgin who just for once in my life wanted to know what a blowjob could feel like. I got tired of waiting to see if I could find a normal girl to experience that with, because I figured that if that hadn't happened by now, then it might never happen. I feel relieved to know what it feels like to get a blowjob, but I'm scared about catching something. I don't think I'll do this again.
That was really long-winded for what question he's asking.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I really doubt you're going to catch something from a blowjob unless she has like open herpes sores on her fucking mouth. But you would see that.
But if you're that nervous about it, just go to the
get
doctor.
a fucking STD test.
It's really simple.
Not that big of a deal. But I'm like secretly proud of this guy for going and getting a blowjob from a hooker.
Yeah. I mean, if you're sexually frustrated, what else are you going to do?
Right.
Obviously, nobody wants to touch you in your real life.
But I also feel like that's so not true because, dude, you can swipe on any fucking thing on Tinder and get head.
True.
There's somebody for everybody.
Yeah, there's an ass for every seat.
There is an ass for every fucking seat. And I feel like you swipe or you're going to find somebody and you did not need to get that. But I also feel like you could still get an STD from fucking Tinder. So it's not even
I mean, you're rolling the dice every time you sleep with somebody you don't know.
Right.
Whether you meet them at a bar, they're a hooker, whatever.
Yeah, obviously it's more risky if they are a hooker, I'm
Right.
sure. But I don't think you're going to get something unless they have like open sores on their mouth, which you would visibly see. So,
Right.
Sweet cheeks, you're fine. Enjoy your blowjob and carry on with your life.
And let us know how it goes in the future. Ask the hooker if she wants to be on our podcast.
Yes. Oh my God, I would love to interview a hooker.
Me too.
Oh, goals.
I think I know a couple.
All right, so get them.
All right.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in this week. We are sorry that it took so long to get back to you, but we hope you enjoyed this episode, and
We won't abandon you anymore.
We won't abandon you anymore, and start manifesting your goals, bitches. Alex is going to keep on updating you on her
45-day
detox. I'm so
Woo!
proud of you.
Thank you.
All right, guys. We will see you next week.
Disappointed but not surprised. Disappointed but not surprised. Disappointed but not surprised.